through the medium of our Devi Ratha Yatra. And it's only a few short years ago we were on this compound. And here, through the blessings of the Divine Mother, once again, we are gathered again to perform devotion to the lotus-like feet of this Divine Mother. May I, on behalf of members of the Shri Parameshwari Durga Devi Ashram, on behalf of our host, Devi Ratha, members of their family, extend a most cordial welcome to each one of you to tonight's devotion. To members of our Saraswati Sangeet Bhakti Mandali, who are with us throughout the length and breadth of this country. It is only by God's grace can we have the blessings to coordinate, to organize an event such as this, one that is national in scope. And the tremendous blessings that goes with the yatra. Many of us will spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to go to places like India and so on, and say we're going on Tira. But in the scripture it is written that wherever this yatra touches, that becomes a Tirat. It becomes a place of pilgrimage, it becomes a place of worship. It becomes what they call a Shakti Pita. And as long as the Divine Mother's form is there, the energy, the sanctity of that Pit, that Shakti Pit, is established here. So before you can go abroad to those places that are mentioned in our scripture, you have to perform your own local Tirat first. And it's only when you get the blessings of that, then can you promote yourself beyond the shores of this country. Tonight we'll briefly look again at the form of the Divine Mother. I'll keep telling you throughout the yatra that on different days of the Navratri, different forms of Durga Mata are worshipped. And in some of those worship, the articles and so on are different. And tonight we continue along that same path in understanding the forms of the Divine Mother. Before we go into tonight's brief discourse, let us clasp our hands together, close our eyes, bow our heads, and for a few moments, let us contemplate on Bhagavan Ganapati, he who is the giver of success, the remover of all obstacles. Let us contemplate on Devi Saraswati, who illuminates our mind and our intellect. We seek the blessings of our Guru, who helps us understand the knowledge that are given in the scripture, as well as cope with the challenges of day-to-day living. We seek the blessings of the Divine Mother herself for this very rare, precious opportunity that we have to spend in her company. Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samamprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakayeshu Sarvara Saraswati Mahabhage Vidya Kamala Vilochani Vidyarupe Vishalakshe Vidyadehi Namostute Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Dhyana Moolam Gurur Murti Puja Moolam Guru Param Mantra Moolam Gurur Navatya Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa Om Apatsu Mananam Smaranam Puriram Karno Vidurge Karuna Navishe Naitachya Tatvam Mama Vaheta Sura Krishnarata Janani Smaranti Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Shama Shivadatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sansrita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Daya Rupena Sansrita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Matre Rupena Sansrita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha Principal Jagadambika Durga Mata Ki Jai. Again, on behalf of the members of our ashram and our host, I extend a most cordial welcome to our ongoing Devi Ratha Yatra festival. In Dwapara Yuga, Bhagavan Krishna and Yudhishthira was talking. And he's asking Bhagavan Krishna, oh Bhagavan, prior to the start of the Mahabharata war, you instructed Arjuna that he should perform 9 days of devotion to the Divine Mother. Tell me the secret. Why did he have to do devotion to the Divine Mother? Oh Bhagavan, you are here, but yet you instructed Arjuna that he should perform that 9 days devotion to Jagadambika. And Bhagavan Krishna, he simply replied, O Yudhishthira, there are many devotees upon earth, many people upon earth. They will want an opportunity to be in the company of the Divine Mother. But because of their karmas, because of their behavior, because of their mentality, because of a lack of discipline, they cannot get that opportunity to be in her company. Devi represents the unbreaking laws of the scriptures. and discipline in her devotion is critical. Arjuna was about to wield very powerful and destructive weapons. These weapons had the ability to destroy both himself, the opposing army, and even the universe. Therefore, he had to discipline himself not to be tempted to abuse the privileges he had. Therefore, I instructed him to perform devotion to the Divine Mother for controlling of his mind, and so he would be protected by her coverage, by her shield, so that weapons of the opposing army would not harm him. And so Bhagavan Krishna says, now that the Mahabharata war is over, I am leaving you all to go back to Dwarika. So he's telling Yudhishthira he is leaving them to go back to Dwarika. And why is he going back to Dwarika for? For there in Dwarika, with all my relatives and the inhabitants of that city, we are making arrangement to perform the Navaratri Vrata through the medium of the Devi Ratha Yatra. And so Bhagavan Krishna, he performs the Ratha Yatra. In Treta Yuga, after Ravan was vanquished, it is recorded there are 2 yajnas Shri Ram performed in his lifetime. One was the Ashwamedh Yajna, and the other was the Devi Ratha Yatra Yajna, like what we are doing. These are the only 2 yajnas Bhagavan Ram performed in his lifetime. And Bhagavan Krishna pointed out, many will want, but to get you have to qualify. And you do that by your devotion, by disciplining, by controlling your vices and temptations. The organizing committee of this yatra knows very well. We have a long list, many years in advance. But as time comes closer, automatically, certain people are eliminated, some people are pulled forward. Not by our doing, but they will call and say something happened, put it off for next time. And so we will just pull the next person up. And this has to do with the Divine Mother's blessing. Nothing happens by chance, and nothing happens coincidentally. Sometimes we want, but what we want, the time is not right to have. And when the time is right, she will come into your life. But you have to have that desire to have her yet. If you don't have the desire, it is nice to say words, but your lifestyle demonstrates the action. You can say, yes, I want the Divine Mother there. But if you live in life like a hooligan all over the place, is she going to come? No. In scriptures, in Garu Puran in particular, says the action, your action speaks louder than words. The way you conduct yourself physically, mentally, tells a lot about the person you are. And as I pointed out from the discourse on the first night, how you behave in your natural environment, that is when nobody is around, nobody is looking at you, that is what you are in reality. Some people will naturally gravitate towards helping others, while others, from the time they see somebody make a little progress in life, jealous than bad, say the worst possible things, wishing the worst possible things. Swami Vivekananda said the same energy you will use to criticize and condemn someone, it's better you shut up. Why? When you use your faculties of your mind and senses to do negative things, you alone will reap that karma. If it is positive, obviously you're going to enjoy the blessings of it. If it is negative, you're going to enjoy the results of negative karma, which is suffering. So tonight, all of us, at varying levels, at different degrees, we are blessed to be in the company of the Divine Mother. Tonight, we'll look at the presiding deity of today. That is the fourth Tithi, or the fourth day, as we would commonly say, of the Navratri. And everything that I'm going to tell you, you can get it in here. This is our official publication. And in this issue, the 9 forms of Durga is discussed in detail, as well as how it pertains to your personal life. All the information put here is taken from the relevant scriptures. So tonight, the presiding deity, or that form of the Divine Mother that preside over the fourth Tithi, or the fourth day of the Navratri. Anybody will tell me what her name is? Anybody want to guess? Huh? She is Kushmanda Mata. So let us hear about Kushmanda Mata. Before I go into the scripture, all of you are familiar with the forms of Bhagavan Ram and Bhagavan Krishna, right? They are forms of Lord Vishnu. They are what we call avatars. You all know that, right? Durga Mata also has avatars. All Devis are forms of Durga Mata. In the same Devi Bhagavad, all female Devis came out of the body of Durga Mata. But there are 9 special forms that embodies her total energy. Lakshmi Mata is just part of Durga manifest. Saraswati Mata, just part of her energy. Radha Devi, just part of her energy. But these 9 forms of Durga that presides over the 9 days of the Navratri, they are the full energy of Durga Mata, or what we call Sampur avatars. And these Sampur avatars, the only thing different is their cosmic function and their physical appearance. So let us try to understand a little bit about Kushmanda Mata tonight. So we'll do the relevant Sanskrit, because the magazine doesn't have the Sanskrit in it. I want to give you the quotation from the scripture itself, and then we'll explain to the explanation. Devi Bhagavatam is narrated by Sri Sukadev Maharaj to Janmijai, the son of Raja Parikshit. After the death of his father, he was so distraught. He didn't see any purpose of moving on with his life, so overcome by grief. And so Vedvyas, he intervenes and says, he instructs, O Janmijai, listen to the narration of the Devi Bhagavatam, and it will help you overcome this difficulty in this trying time. And so, taking the words of that saint, Vedvyas, and on his recommendation, he approached Sri Sukadev Maharaj, the son of Vedvyas, to narrate Devi Bhagavatam. So Janmijai is now asking many questions, and the Katha of Devi Bhagavat has been flowing. They reach that part where Sri Sukadev Maharaj is telling what the 9 Sampur forms of Durga Mata, and they have reached that part of their discussion where they are looking at Kushmanda Mata. So let us hear about Kushmanda Mata tonight. Shri Durga Sharanam Namah, 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 Shri Durga Sharanam Namah. 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 Pushpangati Avatarai Durga Rupa Mata Swarupa. Pushpangati Surya Drishti Param Param Mata Shakti. Shri Durga Sharanam Namah. 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 Prince Bolwari Shakti Jagadambika Mata Ki Jai. Kushmanda Mata, at the cosmic level, she assists with creation. So one of her main cosmic duties, she brings things into existence. At a personal level, while at a cosmic level she may deal with bringing things like the planets and the earth and water and light and so on into existence. On a personal level, she brings things that we need to sustain ourselves into existence, into our life. So things like food and clothing, shelter, things like a good job, good career, good education. Everything that we need to have a very progressive life, she brings those things into existence. Whether she's functioning at a cosmic level or at a personal level. So on the 4th day of the Navratri, when you worship Durga Mata, in reality, what you are asking the Divine Mother, even if you don't know it, in reality what you are telling her is, "Oh Ma, I am living on this earth and I need help. I need resources. Therefore, I need to have food, I need to have clothing, I need to have shelter, I need to have good health, I need to have a good education, I need to have a stable family life," and so on. Without these basic amenities, think about how your life will be. Would it be complete? No. So this form of Durga Mata tends to lend compassion to us all so that we can progress in life. And she does it in a very unique way. How many of you ever dreamed the Devis and the Devatas? Huh? Anybody ever dream a form of God? Huh? Yes. How many of you dream them when they're smiling now? Huh? How many of you dream them when they're angry? Huh? I see all you put up your hand. So Kushmanda Mata, at a cosmic level, she brings things into existence. And so Lord Brahma, he started the process, he was instructed to carry out, to conduct creation. So the Pancha Mahabhutas are there, the 5 basic elements. And every time mixes the element to create the different aspects of the cosmos, nothing will happen. It is like trying to mix oil and water. So Brahma was running into difficulties. So what did he do? He discussed this problem with Vishnu and Shiva. But they had a trinity that assigned to manage the affairs of the cosmos. And three of them concluded that it is time to call on the World Mother for assistance. So picture the scene. It is total darkness all around. There is no cosmos, no sun, no moon, no planets, no life, nothing. From the cosmic waters, Brahma has extracted the Pancha Mahabhutas, the 5 basic elements. That is the element of earth, air, water, fire, and so on, and ether. But he couldn't do anything. They couldn't come into existence. He couldn't do anything with it. So what did he do? They all called upon the Divine Mother. And having called upon the Divine Mother, she appeared here. And she appeared with many arms. But one particular feature in her arms, she carried a Amrit Kumbh, the Hiranyagarbha. And what is the Hiranyagarbha? It literally means the golden womb from which all the primary products of creation flowed. But how is that symbolized in Vedanta? In her hand, her upper right hand, she carried that Purna Kumbh, which you will see on the baby here. That is the kalash with the coconut on it. And the reason why that is established, especially when you undertake very important functions, when you undertake any type of important breath, it is a tradition at the beginning of the new year or at the beginning of anything very auspicious, that Amrit Kumbh, that Purna Kumbh will be set up there, because it is stated that it contains everything you desire. Under the influence of mantras, the right worship is done, the fulfillment of the desire comes. Even if you do not have pictures and murtis in your home, the Amrit Kumbh can take the place of those things. That is why when you do puja on your baby, your entire puja revolves around the kalash. So she comes with the Purna Kumbh. And what did she do? To start to get the elements to mix, or to get the energy to bind them. She has looked at the Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, and what did she do? She simply gave a smile. And with that smile, suddenly there was a bright glow. And from that one glow, many glows started coming. So what happened? The stars started coming into existence. And from there, the planetary system, the galaxies and so on. Any student of basic chemistry will know, if you just have inert objects, they will not react. You need an energy source. And so Durga Mata is that energy that allows the elements to mix in the right portion to allow the creation to progress forward. And as all of these light sources come into existence, Brahma now, he understood what he has to do. He starts arranging in different proportions. And so the physical manifestation came into existence. After Lord Brahma had created, what happened to Kushmanda Mata? What do you think will happen to her? Her job is finished, right? Is it finished? No. She went and she got absorbed in the sun. So she became the energy of the sun. And from the sun is where she radiates her blessings on earth. So this form of the Divine Mother, she is golden in complexion and she resides in the sun. So she brought the physical manifestation into existence. And as she gave that smile, and all of these, suddenly the spark started. The entire universe started expanding. Galaxies, the cosmos, galaxies, planetary systems, all. This is what scientists call the Big Bang theory. That spark that caused the entire cosmos to evolve forward. This is what the scientists will call the Big Bang theory. So what caused this to happen? It was the energy of the Divine Mother. And because she was able to bring everything into existence from a mere smile, the Devatas, they all gathered and they performed puja to her. And they said, "Oh Devi, from today onwards, because your face lit up with a very pleasant smile, and from that pleasant smile, the entire creation flowed. Please accept the name Kushmanda, she who has a beautiful smile." And so the Devatas started worshipping her as Kushmanda Mata. Kushmanda Mata says, "O Devatas, in response to your prayers, I shall accept the name of Kushmanda. Let all those human beings that have been created by you, O Brahma, whatever is their heart's desire, they should worship me as Kushmanda. And once I am pleased with their devotion, once I am pleased with their austerity, once I am pleased with their discipline and their focus towards their goal, I shall reward their desire." That is why Devi Bhagavad, throughout Devi Bhagavad, one sentence Ved Vyas keeps repeating. Especially when he talks about the puja of Durga Mata, he says, Durga Mata is the protector of a well-planned, progressive, disciplined earthly life. And if you were to understand the words which Ved Vyas is using, it tells you that in order to have a well-planned, disciplined, progressive earthly life, you can't be wasting time, isn't that so? You can't be playing the fool. To have a well-planned life, you have to be a very focused individual, a very intelligent individual. To be progressive, you have to be hardworking, isn't that so? You know, you have some fellas like to sit down and do nothing in the office and they like to get big promotion. You have to be progressive. You may be able to fool your boss at your job like that, but you cannot fool God like that, you know. You know, there are some people, they had the flowers in their hand, but they had the lotus of water in their hand, but everything taking place in front of them, they're well aware of it. Huh? That is not praying, that is Mama dying yourself, not God. So Ved Vyas is telling us, Durga Mata, she is the protector of a well-planned, progressive discipline. In order to be progressive, in order to plan, you have to work within boundaries. That is, you have to have rules and regulations. For example, you're studying, you know you must put in a certain amount of studies per day. You must cover certain modules or certain courses by a certain time. You discipline yourself to achieve that goal. You're in family life. You know one of the reasons why family life is failing today? Because too many people, they want to live married life just as how they also live single life. They forget when they're married, they have to make adjustments to suit that new lifestyle. They want to go out every weekend, every long weekend, gallivant and frolic all over the place. They ain't know who house they're waking up in. And then they want to come back home and say it's husband and wife. So when we perform our Durga Mata Puja, these are the qualities we are inculcating in ourselves. And so, Sri Sukadev Maharaj says, after bringing the physical world into existence and giving that assurance that the devotees will be guided by her, listen, O Janvijay, as to how the Divine Mother will do such an act. And listen to some of her attributes, some of the benefits of performing the devotion to Kushmanda Mata. So let us hear what Sri Sukadev Maharaj continues to say. Shri Durga Sharanam Namah, 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 Durga Rupam Pushpandaya, Surya Vasa Sankritataya, Shakti Swarupam Mahadevimsa, Varadasika Rushatithaya, Shri Durga Sharanam Namah, 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 Shri Durga Sharanam Namah. Principal Jagadambika Mata Ki Jai. So Sri Sukadev Maharaj says, before I tell you what he said, after Durga Mata helped bring creation into existence, what did she do? Let me see all who listen to me. What did she do? Where did she go? Huh? How awesome is. Where did she go? Sun. She went into the sun and she started residing there. So there is where Sri Sukadev Maharaj, he starts back. He says, O Janvijay, know for sure the energy, the power of the sun, the Divine Mother resides there. And being in the sun, the core of the sun, it is represented as a nuclear fusion and fission that is taking place in the core of the sun. That nuclear energy is the representative of the energy of Kushmanda Mata. Residing there, she's administrator of life upon earth. Now think about it. If you were to move the sun from the sky, what will happen to everything on earth? First of all, no sun. What will happen? Total darkness. Isn't that so? And if that darkness continues, what will happen? In less than 3 hours, every single free-flowing drop of water will become solid ice. And for ice to form, what happens to the temperature? It must drop. Right? So without no sun, the temperature will immediately drop. Liquid water will no longer exist in liquid form, will be light in ice. There will be total darkness around. And if there is no sun, can you get food? Huh? Can you go and buy a good steak or a good barbecue? Huh? If you had no sun, you could get that to eat? Huh? Don't feel shame enough, because I don't 3/4 of it eat them thing. If you had no sun, you could get anything to eat? No? Why you can't get it to eat? Because what you eat, it does eat something else. And animals will feed on what? Plants. Isn't that so? Plants feed on other creatures, or they manufacture their own food. They use the sun energy and they create their own food. So without the sun, they will have no photosynthesis taking place, therefore no plants. If there are no plants, there is no biodiversity, no animals, no insect, no fishes, no birds, nothing. So in other words, life itself will cease to exist. So that is the power of the sun. So how much will it cost the sun today? Huh? So this sun so and so hot. Huh? You see what it isn't taken into consideration? God has His work to do, you know. You know that? God doing His work. We have His work to do. We just have to find a way to work together. So Kushmanda Mata, she resides in the sun, and from there, as you can see by our simple discussion, the sun controls everything on earth. Even the wind blowing, it is not directly a result of the sun. Huh? You all know that? The sun heats the surface of the oceans and the land, and because they are different temperature and they heat at different rate, create what we call currents. And currents is what circulate the wind in different direction. Anybody doing quantity geography? Who's the teacher on that in school, you know? So Sri Sukadeva Maharaj says, as such, she possessed the qualities of the sun, and therefore the attributes of the sun is also assigned to her. And he continues, he says, from Vedic Jyotish point of view, from the astrological point of view, she therefore presides over Surya, which is the sun. Anyone born with the sign Leo, at the time of your birth, if the zodiac sign Leo was rising, then Kushmanda Mata will be the Devi for you to worship. And he's continuing to understand her function in your daily life. You have to know what the sun controls in your horoscope. First of all, the sun is responsible for your Atma. The sun in your horoscope, if it is strong, tells you have an evolved soul. You come into the world with a lot of good karma. If the sun is very weak in your horoscope, you come into the world with a lot of bad karma, and therefore there will be a lot of struggles in life. The sun also dictates relationships between father and son. In homes where there are no harmony between father and son, the worship of Surya Narayan Swami and this form of Mata Durga is very important. The sun is the presiding deity of health. When you are facing health crisis, this is the form of Durga Mata you worship. You know, sometimes you will come and tell me you're not feeling well, or this happening, that happening, and so on, and I'll tell you, mix your Durga Dal and offer. And after the period of time I give you to offer for you, come back and you say, well, you know, feeling much better. You know what you are doing in reality? You are making offerings to Kushmanda Mata. You may not know the appropriate mantras, and you may not know the appropriate form or name. But Durga Mata, isn't that so? Take your own mother at home. She has the name, she has her own name, she official name, like what she has in the ID card. In some home, the mother will have nickname, and then the child may have their own little name for their own mother's name. Right? But are those different people or the same person? It's the same person. So too, once you call out genuinely to God, and sometimes when you see like when children have virus, something bad, or they catch a tail to recover from fever and sickness and all kind of things, what do you start do? Maybe down on the child with an offering. Isn't that so? What we doing? Who is the deity that receiving that offering? It is Kushmanda Mata. The use of neem leaf in Durga Puja is very important to this form of the deity. Neem leaf in Puja, in Havan, has the ability to absorb the negative energies, and that is why when you burn it, it has a very pungent smell. And you all smell neem leaf burning already? Who never smell it? Out for certainly fire here just now. Huh? And I'm telling you, it's a good remedy for mosquito, you know. When the mosquito smell it, that kind of, sometimes when we keep smelling it, it's too strong and all these other open the door and run. So Kushmanda Mata is that form of Durga Mata that governs health. Just like when you have your health committee, you worship Suraj Narayan Swami. Why? Suraj Narayan Swami is responsible for the health of your body. He is the presiding deity of physical health. Just as Saraswati Mata presides over education, you know, Durga Mata, Lakshmi Mata presides over wealth. Suraj Narayan Swami, you having health problems, you worship him. Kushmanda Mata is worship on what day? Huh? I can't get good. Kushmanda Mata, Durga Mata day is Friday, we know that, right? Now we're talking about her specific forms. Each form, last night I told you, Brahmacharini Mata is worship on a Tuesday. Last night, no. Night before I told you Brahmacharini Mata is worship on a Tuesday. Kushmanda Mata is worship on what day? Huh? Think a little bit. You all have all the information to come up with the right answer. Take a next shot again. By the time I finish, you're getting whole days of the week. Think people, you have Kushmanda Mata represented through the medium of the sun. Which day the sun presides over? You see how, you see I now wake up earlier. I tell earlier I have the information to decipher the answer. So Durga Mata day is always a Friday. But you see these 9 Durgas, they have their own unique days apart from the Friday. Kushmanda Mata, her day is Sunday. Alright? So worshipping Durga Mata as Kushmanda Mata on a Sunday gives benefits with health, helps you with father-son relationship, helps with your development of yourself, because it also represents the Atma. Also, by performing the worship of Kushmanda Mata, if there is any of your male ancestors who may be suffering, through her blessings, that suffering can be pardoned. Or if you have the curse of your male ancestors in your lineage, through her blessings, that saraf can be removed. So you see how Durga Puja is very, very personally connected to you. It is not about Lopsi and Suhari and putting this, putting that, you know. It is about connecting the energies of the puja with the energy of the Divine Mother and letting it flow in an uninterrupted, harmonious form between yourself and the Devi herself. That is why Bhagwan Krishna, I did that quotation before we start. Bhagwan Krishna says he is going to perform the Devi Ratha Yatra. And he said, before you have to be qualified. You could want, but it's only when your behavior, your lifestyle, your attitudes qualifies you to have, then can you get. I know plenty people have good job, and they still come and complaining at the end of the month they can't make ends meet. When you ask them where's your rum bill for the end of the month, $3,000-4,000. If you pay that in rum bill, how are you going to have money to pay your fulfill your family commitments? And then they say what? Give them a tabi shiki. And I tell you, don't have tabi to teach people at all. It don't have prayers to teach people. It don't have mantras to cure dotishness. So Kushmanda Mata, she helps us on a personal level with developing ourselves as the Atma principle within us. She helps us with establishing harmonious father-son or father-children relationship. You know, these days in society we have some parents that don't care them at all. Huh? And then she helps us with the health of our body, the physical health, our physical health she presides over. As Shaila Putri Mata, that is the first form, she presides over our mental and emotional health. The physical health now is presided over by Kushmanda Mata. And by getting her, by doing her puja and making the offerings to her, whatever ailments you may be having, through her blessings, it can be overcome. Or you can maintain good health. Again, she is one of the Devis that requires a lot of discipline. So if you are suffering as a result of your karma, you have to work out that karma. She's going to give you the forbearance to bear the burden of that karma. So all of us, we have some type of troubles and difficulties in our life. It is up to us to surrender at her lotus like feet and to gain her blessings. At some point in time, from the time you're born to the time you die, you are going to encounter both the good side of life as well as the bad side. Some people will have one side more than the other. Again, that is up to your karma. But you are never happy continuously, isn't that so? And you're never sad continuously. One may dominate depending on your circumstances. But once you are alive on this earth, you must experience happiness and sadness, pleasure and pain. That is part of the package. You cannot divorce yourself from that. Once you're born in a human form, that comes with it. But when the trying time comes, look like what Krishna did to Arjuna. Difficulties were approaching him, so he prepared him. How? Go on to Durga Mata Puja. And after the difficulties were over, what did Bhagwan himself do? I am going to do Devi Yatra. You may have some people, it's only when something happens, and then say, let me go and see Baba, let me go and see what's wrong. When everything good, you want to know what to do that time, you know. Adi Shankaracharya says, in bad times you are supposed to perform devotion to the Divine Mother or to God. But when good times are there, you are supposed to increase the amount of devotion you are performing. So when the troubled time comes and your mind is upset and you cannot perform the quality of devotion you ought to, you would have built your reserve significantly. You know, you have some people with a backward thinking notion. When I'm young, I go play the pool and gallivant and do this, that and the other. And when I get old, then I can start to do yagya, then I can start to do puja, then I can start to go temple, then I can start to do this, that and the other. But when you're old and you break up and you can't move self, what are you going to do? Do it while you could. When, you know, you have some people when they get a little older in age, you can tell the weather by them. Huh? If rain going to fall, they'll start to complain. This happened to me, that happened to me, and a few days after it started to fall. Hopefully none of you will find yourself in a position where somebody will have to mind you in bed. If you're unfortunate to be in that position, and that is the time you're waiting for to start your spiritual journey, then what happened to you? You wasted time. Because when time to do it, you didn't do it, and now that is the condition you're facing. You can't even help yourself. That is why when they are young, when they are very small, that is the time to groom them, train them. So when the difficulties come in their life, they'll know how to use this to help themselves out of the troubles and difficulties. Because let's be realistic, nobody is going to be around forever. And one day to come, no matter how much you attach to your near and dear ones, you have to leave them. And when you leave them, they have to fend on their own. Huh? You ever see a little child go by the dead mother or father pity and say, Mommy, I want a cup of tea? You have to know how to make it that time when Mommy and Daddy is not there. But if you refuse to give them the tools they need to survive in this harsh world, then you are failing as a parent. That is why Kushmanda Mata, one of her responsibility is the parent-father relationship. In another form is the mother-children relationship. More than any other deity, Durga Mata places a lot of emphasis on quality family life. That is why when you're doing your wedding ceremony, Friday night, Matikor night, how many of you just pay attention what's going on there? Huh? Say not much. Because when we go to do the Matikor, Tasa beating that side, they're shaking up everything on that side, and we trying our best to shout on the baby to get them to do everything quite correctly on this side here. So you had time what's going on there, but you know what's going on there? That's Gauri Mata Puja you're doing there. You get any blessings of Gauri Mata? That Mama, give me a blessing, I'm going to enter into a second stage in my life. The Vivaha Samskar itself, again, Durga Mata Puja, but in a different format, to apply the Sindur Dan and all them kind of thing. That is why the girl, she dresses in the yellow to Gauri, and then she comes in the red as the married form of the deity. So Durga Mata, she is responsible for planning, helping us plan a progressive, well-disciplined, organized life. For if we, as adults, are capable of planning and organizing ourselves like that, and those who we bring into the world, our children, they will emulate our example. And so, society, instead of degenerating like what is happening now, it will progress. Why? Because the cultural traditions, the spiritual traditions, and the lifestyle of the family would have been grounded and molded in values and in a system that is ordained in our scripture. That is why one of the compulsory pujas for all householders, Durga Mata Puja. You know, when you're different stages, some puja will have more significance or more importance to you than others. Huh? For example, when you go to school, which is the more important deity for you to worship? Very good, Saraswati Mata. Right? Let us say you're a police officer or you're somebody in the military. Worship of which deity will help a lot? with your line of work? Okay, so that is your homework, right? Hanuman Baba. Alright? And Hanuman was the soldier of Bhagwan Sri Ram. So, anybody who engaged in that type of risky type work, worshiping Lord Hanuman is important. So too, when you enter into family life, Durga Mata is one of the compulsory deities for all grihasti to enter. And as we said that, I'll leave that part of it for tomorrow. Because the form of Durga Mata that is worshipped on the 5th day of Navratri goes by many names, and one of the names is Grihasti Durga. So you know what that means? It's either Judy do our next yatra or they follow me to the next venue. So here I want to bring Hasti Durga. So this is our short or brief discourse for tonight. And we look briefly at Kushmanda Mata, and we see not only from a cosmic point of view, she is responsible for order and structure in the universe, and she allows the harmonious existence of the stars and the moon and the different planets. Isn't it amazing? All of these planets out there and nothing will bump into one another. Everything has its own space, its own orbit. You ever wonder where that order came from? It is through the blessings of the Divine Mother. Everything is set into motion by her. And on a personal level, we see she is responsible for our personal growth and development, the relationship we have with our parents, and she even takes care of our physical, of our health. Prem se bolo Jagadambika Mata Ki Jai. So while we do our Havan, we will have appropriate bhajans accordingly, and then we have our concluding arati. Before we go over, come, take that and mix it up. Sadabi Havan Kun. So while they're doing that, just let me share some information with you. There's a few basic housekeeping rules we have when we start our yatra, our murti. What you're seeing in front of you is dirt, right? It is dirt. I don't want anybody coming and poking. The first venue we go on, they poke so much until they dig out so much she passes. Come, do your offering if you have to. Flowers, offer it on the baby. Don't come over here. We don't want anything to happen, no damages to occur. Alright? Because remember the yatra is still ongoing. We cannot afford for the murti to get damaged. Do all your offerings on the baby, since the entire puja is conducted on the baby. Do your offerings on the baby. Take your pictures, stand up and so on. If you have to come to the back, don't come close up. You don't want to trip and fall and hit anything. You can stand up a little distance to the back, take your pictures, do what you have to do. In other words, make yourself comfortable. Alright? Just don't come and poke and choke and touch anything. I say when I walk with my sign, I keep forgetting it, you know. I print out a nice big sign, do not touch me. And I'll put it right in. Empty the green sign and mix up. So we'll have appropriate bhajans while Havan is in progress.
Mata Hare
Sagolo Jagadambika Mata Ki Jai. Let us stand as we have our concluding arati. As we come to an end of tonight's devotion, we give thanks to God for the opportunity to congregate, to perform our puja, to engage in our satsang, to have this rare opportunity to spend in the company of the Divine Mother. We seek forgiveness if there may be any errors committed. Lastly, we ask to have our desires fulfilled, all obstacles removed from your daily life. Mangalam Parameshwari Ma Mangalam Nashidoshi Ma Mangalam Sarvashakti Ma Mangalam Durga Devi Ma Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Chasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vedya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardhanam Yatpujatam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tarastu Me Kayena Vacha Manasendriyatva Buddhyatmanava Prakriti Swabhagya Karoni Atyam Sakalam Tarasmai Narayana Niti Samarapayami Narayana Niti Samarapayami Om Shanti 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 मरण सुख कर ये मंत्र मन है ओम शांति हो ये बनी मंगल बनी है ओम शांति हो ओम Shanti Om. Om 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 Shanti Om. Prince Bolo Gajanan Swami ki Jai, Umapati Mahadev ki Jai, Pawan Putra Hanuman ki Jai, Adi Shakti Durga Mata ki Jai, Shri Satyanarayan Swami ki Jai, Shri Sadguru Nath Maharaj ki Jai, Prince Bolo Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Take your seats.
Sitaram once more. Now we have the official magazine of the Yatra committee and also of the ashram, and we have Patsy. I ain't seen him. Oh, Patsy present. Alright, Patsy will be moving around with the magazine. It is $30. We'd like you to please patronize and see how best you can help us out in order to keep this yatra going. Also tomorrow we'll be at Krishna Residence, that is in Hasarat Road, Kunupia. Alright, it says Snake Valley, but we don't have any sign there, so if it says Snake Valley, Krishna people might pray to come inside there. I think Krishna